What's going on, everyone? My name is Chester, and in today's video we're going to be taking this dining table set that we bought for $175 that also came with chairs, and we're going to be restoring it. We're going to be doing some sanding, some refinishing, and some staining. So stay tuned till the end to see what the end result looks like in our new house. So the plan for this table right now is to just get the top sanded, scuff the legs so that we can paint it over, so that we can have a two-tone look for the table, kind of like matching the chairs, where it's got the black legs and the wood stained seat. I'm not 100% sure what type of wood this is. I just know that it is hardwood and it's very heavy and it's very durable. And the lady that we bought it from was saying that it's been in her family since her kids were children, and they're as old as I am now. So this is a fairly old table and it looks really good. So yeah, let's get to it. All right, to take the top off, I've got to take out all these screws. All of these screws, as well as all of these screws over here that hold the table up. There's quite a few. Yeah, I think that's the first step that I need to do to start working on this. Okay, all right, I guess I'm just gonna go for it and take off all these screws. It's gonna suck. Okay, after finally taking off all the screws and trying to figure out how I'm gonna do this without dropping it, because the legs are basically two halves that go like this, I had to clamp both sides so that it doesn't cave in and fall apart while I take this off. So hopefully this works. If not, we're gonna have a pile of wood on the ground. Okay. Okay, this is kind of heavy. Just gonna. Oh. Okay, that was not as painful as I thought it was gonna be. Now we got the top off of the bottom. I'm gonna put this aside and start working on this bad boy. Ooh, that's heavy. Let's put this here for now, actually. Whoa, okay. So yeah, this is an extending table. It actually has the extra leaf over here. So basically, once I take off the top, these two halves become separated, and then they can actually kind of cave in on each other like that. So, you know, I had to figure out something. The clamps worked out great. I think I'm just gonna keep them like this for now until I figure out what I gotta do with this, just because I gotta take off all the little stuff that's attached to it and make sure I take pictures so I don't lose track of what I need to get. But there's all these attachments that basically let the table extend so that it can get extended, obviously. But yeah, I'm gonna work on this so that I can start sanding. Hopefully I can start sanding today and get some work done, because I've been slacking on this project for a while, and we're gonna need a dining table in the next week and a half, because my parents and my brother are coming over from Ontario and we don't have a dining table. So great. Okay, so we have the table taken apart. Obviously we've got the top separated, and then we also have the legs and the leaf hasn't been taken apart yet, but the legs have been taken apart, and all of the extensions to make the table spread apart are now all also taken apart. So now all that's left is to start sanding. So we're gonna start sanding. Yay, we're gonna make a lot of mess. All right, I got my orbital sander here with 60 grit sandpaper. I'm just gonna start taking away as much of the top coat as possible without going too deep. Safety third. Oh, it's not plugged in. Let's try that again. Hey. Okay. Oh, sorry. Okay, so I got the top all sanded. That took not as long as I thought it was going to take. That was probably only maybe 20 minutes worth of sanding. So I'm glad I didn't have to get paint stripper for this. The base wood is looking really nice. I actually don't know what type of wood this is, but it looks cool and it was a good find. So I'm happy with the way it's turning out so far. The hardest part right now is probably going to be the kind of the profile here, sanding the profile there. But the top came out pretty easily. I'm gonna see if I can spend some time taking off the finish on the sides, and then we'll move on to the bottom side of the tabletop, and we'll go from there. I'm gonna stop yapping now and get the rest of this all sanded so that we can get this ready for paint. I have less than a week to finish this, so wish me luck. So I've got one of these soft sanding pad backings. I'm gonna see if this will work on this to get this nice profile going. Hopefully we can get this to work well. That looks acceptable. So yeah, I'm just gonna use this soft pad. Maybe we can hopefully get into the corners or the curvature of this a little bit better. So we're gonna give that a go. Pretty good. I don't know if you can see that. I think it looks pretty good. I definitely have to probably go in manually with a block sander or something, a foam sander, to get in between this thing. But that made pretty quick work of the sides. So yeah, hopefully we can get this all sanded up today. It'd be great. So let's keep going. Okay, it's all done. I mean, the top side, I still got to do the bottom, but for comparison, this is what it used to look like. It's a pretty big difference. I think it's gonna look really good. So I'm just gonna do the bottom of this one, and then I'm gonna move on to this guy. The thing I have to be careful about is messing with this stuff right here. There is a profile here, and plus this is where the dowel for the other ones go to line everything up when it's in the short position, as well as putting the leaf in. So I have to be mindful not to take up too much material here, or else it's not gonna line up properly and there's gonna be gaps in the table itself. So gotta remember that. Ouch. This is pretty cool. It was made in 2005. So this thing is just under 20 years old. Cool. Okay, so it's done. I just got to do that one now, but I won't record that just because it's going to be repetitive. Yeah, it looks pretty good. All right, I'm going to stop wasting time now, and I'm going to keep going. Okay. Oh, alrighty, it's all done. I got it all sanded off, and it's ready for another set of sanding. I still have to do the finishing sanding, so I'm probably gonna finish it up to, like I said, 150 grit, maybe 200 if I'm feeling like it, but I think I can get away with bringing it down to 150 grit, and then we're gonna go and get some stain for this thing. Yeah, so prepping the legs, and I also still have to do the middle, the leaf part, so I'm probably just gonna do most of that off camera anyways. But yeah, just gonna keep sanding away. I'm gonna get this done faster than I think I am, so wish me luck. Okay, so it's been actually a couple days now since I worked on this. I got busy yesterday, so I wasn't able to do the legs, but I have the leaf as well as both tables sanded to about 150 grit. The next thing I'm gonna do is get these guys prepped. So I'm probably gonna sand these two 150 grit as well, just to scuff them up so that the paint that I'm gonna put on this is going to stick. And then I'm gonna do it to these legs as well. We got a lot of stuff to do today. We gotta still do the legs, both legs, and hopefully we can maybe start staining today. Giselle and I went to Home Depot yesterday to pick up some supplies for the stain on the top and then the paint on the legs. So I'm pretty excited to see how that turns out. And it's gonna be cool. This is gonna be my first furniture restoration, and it's gonna be on the dining set. So yeah, anyway, I'm gonna stop talking now and I'm gonna start sanding this stuff. All right, I got some 150 grit sandpaper here, so I'm just gonna start sanding away now. Oh. Now, unfortunately, since there's a lot of crevasses in this leg assembly, I gotta start sanding it by hand now, just to make sure I get every little, nook and cranny, or at least most of it. It's gonna be a lot of work. Now that this side is done, I'm just gonna do the other one off camera, and I guess in the next clip I'm gonna be ready to start painting and staining all of this stuff. So pretty excited. Very dusty, but this is gonna be a pretty cool project if it works out. So alrighty, on to the next thing. Wow. The legs are all done being sanded, as well as the side parts. So now I just gotta prep every surface for the stain. So I just have a damp microfiber cloth here to take off all the dust. I already used the leaf blower to blow off most of the dust, but I'm just gonna pick up the rest of it with the damp microfiber cloth right here. This is all fancy wood for me right now. I'm usually a pine and pallet wood kind of guy, so. Okay, so I wiped off all the dust and stuff off of this. So yeah, we're gonna be using this, the Varathane stain in polyurethane. This is the Early American stain. I don't know if you can see that. This is the Early American color by Varathane. I'm gonna crack this open and start rolling our way. Sorry, you had to see that. Got the roller. I don't have any of those fancy paint can openers, so Mr. Screwdriver here will work just fine. Ooh, this looks dark. Put some in here. I think that's too much. What a truth. Okay, looks pretty good. I'm gonna let this dry off just a little bit so that I can put one more coat. And then I'm gonna go get something to eat. And then I'll be able to flip it over and do the other side, hopefully before Giselle gets home in an hour. So probably not, but I'll just tell her to park outside. Hopefully you guys are enjoying this type of content because I've been posting a lot of different stuff lately, like camping and whatnot, but this is what I usually do. So, you know, if you want me to continue doing this type of stuff or, you know, it doesn't really matter. You just like watching me. I don't know why you would do that, but, you know, thanks for watching. And I hope you guys are enjoying the content so far. Okay, so we finished staining and putting the finish on the table. As you can see, it has about 3 coats of the stain and poly on all sides, including the leaf over there actually. So now I'm going to start painting the legs for the table. These are going to be all painted black, semi-gloss black to match the finish of the semi-gloss stain on the tabletop. So, yeah, you might be wondering why I didn't do those at the same time. We parked the car in here, so it's kind of hard to do all this stuff at the same time, have it laying around in the garage right now. So, you know, I had to do these separately, but yeah, now we're gonna move on to the legs. So let's go on with that. We're gonna be using this stuff right here. This is the Glidden. We just asked Home Depot what they would recommend on a wood table. So this is the one that they give us. Hopefully it works good. It was pretty, you know, it was kind of expensive, but it is the semi-gloss black. Yeah, so let's see how this works. I've never painted a wood table an opaque color like this before. So we'll see how this goes and how many coats we need to get it a nice color. So I'm gonna get all this set up and changed over to work on the legs. So give me a second. All right, the first coat of the black paint is on. I just did a thin coat just so that I can cover it, and then I'm gonna do a second coat, thicker coat to finish it off. All right, I'm gonna keep going and paint the other half thing of the table. I don't know what it's called, whatever that thing's called. All right, they look pretty good. These are the finished, I guess, bottom pieces. It's drying off right now. It's pretty dry already. These ones are good as well. And then all I have left is to finish the legs. So I've already wiped these off and dusted them off to make sure there's no dust on it. And yeah, we're at the home stretch. I'm pretty excited to see how this all looks together, because all the pieces look individually pretty good so far. So yeah, let's get these done so that I can put this table together. Bye. All right, so we got all the pieces all done. They're all finished. The stain on the table is done. Those braces are painted. I just cleaned these. I didn't repaint these or restain them, but I also got the legs done. So I just got to assemble everything, and hopefully this turns out pretty good. Yeah.
Beautiful.
Okay, so there you have it. This is the finished product. It looks pretty good. Definitely looks way better assembled, put together, and in the spot that it's supposed to be. Yeah, if you enjoyed the video, like the video. If you liked it, would appreciate it. Definitely subscribe if you already haven't, just to keep up with all the random stuff that I'm doing. And yeah, hope you guys enjoyed. Thanks for watching. Bye.